Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we will learn about API authentication with Sanctum. So the first one, we will learn how to install it, how to configure it, and also how to migration and create controller for API authentication. And we will have an example about API, and we also test API with Postman. So what is API authentication? API authentication, we use it for prevent or protect our APIs from unknown user. Okay, so this is the security method for us. It is very important. So now in here I have the source code in GitHub, and I will share this code below my videos, and you can copy it and practice by yourself. Okay. So the first step we need to uh, set up database configuration in env file. Okay, so I just need to create the project first. Okay, so let me create my project. I go to cd. I want to put it in drive C, so I just create Laravel new Laravel la API. Okay, this is my project's name. Okay, so now generate our project successful. So let's go to open and develop it. So let me open that project Solar API. Select on it and open it. Okay, so now we do the first step, set up database. Okay, so in here you go to env, click on it, and you change on here database name. I just put my database is API test. Okay, let me save it, and you can see here is my API test. And then we move to another steps is, so you also check the username and password also, but in this case the user is root and the password is empty. So we move to step 2. We need to install Sanctum, so we have to run this command. Composer require Laravel Sanctum. So copy this and I go to new terminal and I pass in here, enter it. Okay, public scenes complete. We move to another step. We need to publish Sanctum configuration and migration file. So this is the command that you need to write. PHP artisan vendor public provider Laravel Sanctum service provider. Copy this and you go to here, just pass in here. Okay, and enter it. That's complete. We move to step 4, run migration file. Okay, so I copy this PHP artisan migrate. Copy this and pass, enter it. Okay, so you can check in the database, you will see the table. So you can see we have the table in here: failed job, migration, password reset, personal access token, and user. So the user is by default. So you can see in database migration file we have this. When you create the Laravel project, all of this will come automatically. So this is how to you see the migration file. So you can see all the information of user table. So we move to another step is step 5. Add the Sanctum migration sorry, add the Sanctum's middleware in app HTTP canal. So you can see this is API. We need to write all of this. So you can check, go to apps HTTP canal, click on it. You scroll down, you will see the API. So in this case, by default, the Laravel will generate it automatically in here, but you just to uncomment it in here. Okay, just this and save it. That finished, and we move to another step. Step 6. Use token for user. Okay, so this is in the model. You can go to model and user model. So the user model is when you start the first, you create the Laravel project, it will come automatically, but you can also create by yourself. Okay, but in this case I no need to create it because it generate already. So you need to check to make sure that you can see we use a hash, okay, API token in here. So you need to verify this. You can see it have automatically, so we no need to configure anything in here. And then we move to another step, is step 7. Let's create seeder for the user model. So this is the command for create seeders, PHP artisan make seeder and seeder names. So if you want to understand more about seeder, you can go to my previous video. I will explain you and how to create it. Okay, so seeder we use it for insert the example database. Okay, we insert the data, the example data to the database for testing. Okay, so let me create it. Just copy this and we go to command in here, pass it. So my seeder is user table seeder, enter it. Okay, so we move to another step, step 8. Now let's insert as a record. So we go to the seeder file and we need to write this code and we will run that seeder. So just copy this. This is the source code. Okay, so you can go to the seeder. Let me go to database seeders and you can see the file that we have generated at the moment. So click on user table seeder. You can see here the running function. You can see run function in here. We pass the code in here. Okay, and then you need to import this. We need to import db and hash. Copy it and pass in here. Okay, so let's save it, and then we move to another step. We need to we need to run the seeder file. So php artisan db seed class and user table seeder. This is the name of seeder. So we need to run this file, and then the information in here it will insert to the database. Okay, so I go to the new terminal. Okay, and then you pass this code and then run it. Okay, so it's successful. You can go to our table user in here. Okay, so this is the example data. You know why we use seeder? Because just for example, we cannot insert manually, for example, here the password. So this is, we use it to generate it like this. Okay, we move to another step. In this case, I need to create another, at least two, just this I change to Lucky Danish. Okay, So email Danish, and password still the same password. Okay, let me save it and run the procedure again. Okay, so let me refresh this. One more record comes in here. Okay, so now we move to the next step. We create one controller and login route in the route API files. Okay, so we go to our controller and we create one function in here. So let's go to our controllers, HTTP controller in here. So we need to create user controller. So I create the new ones. So user 3 PHP artisan makes controller user controller. Okay, index. I create one function index. Okay, we go to see our file in here. Just copy all of this. Okay, no, I just copy it all like this, and then we pass in here. Okay, that fines, and we check something for import. You can see we need to import the model, okay, and also hash. So copy this and pass in here. Okay, let me save it. That's correct. So you can see in this code we need to find the email in the user, in the table users. Okay, so and then if the user and checks the password is not matched, it will return the mistake like this credentials do not match our record. Okay, but it's okay. You can see here we have one token user create tokens, and we will respond user and token. So this is how to write respond parameter, and we also return in here respond return with uh, 201. So this is the key codes. Okay, so you can do like this and you can save it. Let me save it, and then we move to another step is test with the Postman, and will be okay. So this is the data how to test it with Postman, but we need to create the route first, okay, before we test it. So let me copy this. Okay, route post login, and user is the controller names, and index is the function in the controller. So copy this, we go to our APIs route api.php, and you copy this, and don't forget you import the controller. You just copy in here and you pass in here and you save it. Now the time to test it with Postman, you just copy all of this data. Okay, so no need to do like this. You can go to Postman and click new in here. We choose post. Let me go to run my projects. So here's PHP artisan self. Okay, it works. So this is the link of our project. Copy this and go to the Postman and pass in here, and we need to type APIs, and here is the route name is login. So in the login, then we go to body row and you choose the JSON, enter it, sorry, and then we put email, okay, and then we put the email name. Let me check. We check in here, david@gmail.com. So david@gmail.com. So the password, is password. Okay, so let me save it. Okay, we need to undefined request, so we need to, this is we get request from Postman, so we need to create request in here. Sorry. So we write request and parameter request like this. Okay, I save it and let me test it again. Okay, that's correct. We can log in because we put the right email and password. Okay, so let me, if I put the wrong mistake like this, send it. You can see he is this this credential do not match our record. Okay, so we do not allow to log in. So if we put the right like this, we can log in. Okay, it will respond like this. So the table, the name David Mas and Gmail and email verify at. Okay, so all of this. So you can also go to in here and we log in with Danish also. Just copy this. No, Danish. Okay, you can type in here Danish, and the password still password. Okay, it's come. So this is how to create the API authentication with Sanctum. So that's all for my presentation about how to do this, and if you have any question you can comment in below my videos. Okay, so thank you for watching.